Welcome to another update video. Later on, I've got the results of the TopTes gas detector. I'll actually be drawing them straight out of the, I was going to say hat, but I haven't got a hat. I've just got a little bag. And I'll be telling everybody who's won. So yes, it's been a couple of months since the last update video, and that's because I've been busy. I've been reviewing products, if you hadn't noticed, and also been going away in Herman most weekends. So and it's really good to get back on the road and go away in Herman. I want to start off by talking to you about these reviews that I've been doing. So I've done now in the last 2 months 3 power station videos reviewing them, and the idea of that was to get the videos out there and allow you to win one. And I've made a video on how you can enter the draw to win one of these power stations, and you see that video just up here, around there. Now, recently I've received another collaboration or a request to review a power station from Anchor. Now, you've got to kind of say that, be careful of how you pronounce that, Anchor. Now this thing is a huge beast. It's got wheels, and I think it's also got a handle. It's quite a large thing, and I was tempted. However, I just simply don't have the room in my garage anymore with all these boxes and stuff that I've been reviewing, and their deadline was in July, and I know June is going to be really busy for us, so I said no to that one. But I told them that, you know, I'd be still interested in reviewing it later on. Now, reviewing these products does seem to hurt the channel. I've noticed that our views are lower than normal, especially the review videos, but also subscribers seem to have stopped coming in. We're at 13,599, I think. But they've been kind of declining ever so slowly. It's only just today where it's jumped up by a handful, literally a handful of subscribers. So I have noticed that doing the reviews and just talking about products does hurt the channel, and the view. And the views as well. So what makes me laugh about these reviews, when you get the collaboration email come through and they say, oh yeah, we'd love your channel, we've watched it, we really, you know, we subscribe and all this kind of stuff. They kind of ham it up a bit in the email, but of course it's just copy and paste, right? They haven't seen your channel. And what makes me laugh is you could tell they haven't seen your channel because they ask you to review stuff that is irrelevant. I was going to use another one, but such as straw hats. Now, yeah, that's okay. I'll wear a hat. You know I'll wear a hat. But I can't see that being useful for our channel. Maybe I'm wrong. What do you think? Card holder wallet. I mean, you can buy a card holder wallet from anywhere. Why do you need someone to... Don't understand that one. LED light bulbs, you know, for headlights. Great idea. Everyone's probably sure they, you know, want to upgrade their vehicle with LED light bulbs for their headlights. However, they are illegal. If they don't have the kite mark, they've not been designed for your particular light, then they are illegal. So we can't use those. So they have no idea about UK law in that sense. One thing, the one product I was amused about was also the all-in-one robot food processor. So this thing was yay big. It was quite large, and it had a ton load of accessories. And it does everything: steaming, cooking, baking, boiling, everything. It's got a little display there. You type in choose your recipe, what you want to make, and it tells you the weights, and you put all the stuff in, and it weighs it for you, and blah blah blah. All you've got to do is buy the ingredients and add them. So it looks fantastic. However, I don't think it's for the motorhome. Well, certainly won't fit in the motorhome. And you need power, of course. And it's also 900 quid. I mean, how ridiculous is that? 900 quid for a food processor. I'm sure it's brilliant. I've had also a few e-bike requests, probably about 3 now, but I've refused those as well, thinking that, well, I just haven't had the room for them, for one thing, and yeah, I don't think I need another bike, really. I ain't got a bike rack either, so Herman doesn't have a bike. Oh, I've just given the game away, something else. We'll come to that in a moment. One thing that might be good was the eSIM. So this was an interesting product where your device, say your phone, doesn't have a SIM in it, so it allows it to roam around the countries without having to put new SIMs in, or different SIMs for those countries or whatever, or rely on your roaming for your UK contract. So that might be interesting. However, it would be good if we were travelling around around Europe, whatnot, but we're not doing that at the moment, so I can't see the point of actually getting that and reviewing it. Now, news about our fog lights. So these are fog lights that have arrived. I've looked at them, I've kind of seen how they're going to fit to Herman, and I'll be installing them soon. So they're going to be probably when we come back from HermanFest. I've also contacted a company called Lanagard, and they do under the chassis protection from rust and stuff. It's like a spray you spray on. And this stuff looks amazing. I was very excited when I saw this because, of course, we've got a bit of rust underneath Herman. He's 25 years old, and we need to start thinking about extra protection, I think. And I'm going to be that product, the Lanagard stuff, is coming in. It's in the post now. It's arriving in the next couple of days, and I'm going to be doing that sometime in July because we've been, well, do you remember doing the rust video? Well, that was a couple of years ago, and we've been delaying and delaying and delaying. So I'm excited to go ahead and actually do the spraying of the underneath of Herman. Unfortunately, this month we don't have a viewer story. So if you are interested in sending us your story about you and your motorhome, could be about anything, as long as it's motorhome related, then why don't you send your story to me and your photographs to the email address that I'll put in the video description, and you may see it on a future update video. Now then, Herman news. I've got good news and I've got bad news. Unfortunately, I've already given you the bad news, so it's not so impactful, I guess. The good news is, regarding the oil leak that we had, no oil leaks on Herman, so it's double thumbs up from us. In fact, we've been calling him Herman No Leaks. That's a joke. But the bad news is, if you remember, way back at Christmas time, New Year, we went away and someone decided to drive into the back of Herman just as I was inside getting ready to go away, and they damaged the bike rack, twisted it, and we're still waiting for a new bike rack. Now, it's slightly complicated because I don't particularly want a replacement one because I'm not too sure about the fastenings, how it's twisted and whatever. So I'm just going for, wow, the sun's just come out. We're just going for a one that goes onto the tow bar, and we're still waiting for that, various reasons. So yeah, maybe we get some movement from that and we'll see a bike rack on the back of Herman this week before we go to HermanFest. Fingers crossed for that. Other news about Zoe this time, actually. She's got herself a new job. So well done, Zoe, for doing that. She starts a new job at the beginning of July. However, it does mean that we're not going to be doing any more travelling, travelling for more than 2 weeks at a time, which is really unfortunate. So I guess it does mean, however, that I should possibly consider the idea of going on my own somewhere. Now there's an idea, isn't it? I'm joking. Of course I'm not going to go away with Zoe. Maybe. Anyway, moving on, HermanFest. HermanFest, fully booked. It got fully booked up not so long after the previous video, the update video that released, actually. Probably a couple of weeks after that I released that, sometime in May. So it got fully booked. There are 64 vans going, which is amazing. It's a record, but we'll find out how many turn up on the actual weekend, which where I'm sitting now is not this weekend, but it's next weekend. Now then, the giveaway. Now the giveaway was for this, the TopTes PT210 gas leak detector. Great little gadget, and you'll see a video to that up here, and where I test it on Herman, test Herman with this, if he's got any gas leaks. Now this is the one I'm going to be giving away. My one that I got given two, so this is the one that I'm giving away. The Herman's one is already in Herman, and I have not a hat, but a little plastic thingy here of all the names. There were over 80 entrants, and I've printed out their names and cut them up, as you can see, and folded them or crunched them up. And we're gonna have a little. Now, if you don't win, don't forget that I'll put a link in the video description where you can get 10% off from Amazon for buying this. It's only like 25 quid anyway, so it's not too bad of a price in the first place, but you then get 10% off, but that offer ends at the end of July, so get your orders in soon. Well, soon, it's kind of beginning of June right now. All right, so there we go. So no looking. I'm shaking them up a bit more. Right, this one here, this one. And the winner is Michael Lambert. There you go, there's your little image there. Michael Lambert is the winner of the TopTes. There you go. Michael, this is yours. Send me your details in the using our email address, and yeah, thanks for participating. I've also got, and don't forget, I've also got the, in fact what I'll do, I'll put them in there, and I'll put this in here. Yeah, don't forget that we have a competition, not a competition, a giveaway, to win a power station. So you'll see that video up here if I've not put it in the video already. And yeah, you can get one of those power stations that I reviewed. Now, I don't know if you can see these birds in the background, but there's a couple of ducks with its chicks. Oh, they're being scared away. Just down here, amazing, so cute. Anyway, that's the end of the video. Don't forget your viewer, story. Enter the competition about the power station, and thanks for watching. Goodbye.